Harry's Wife, Part 103.29. 43% Nigerians react. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Nigeria, the most populous nation in Africa. And it's the 7th most populated country in the world, home to over 213 million people. Indeed, population projections show that in a few decades' time, it will be more populous than the United States. Many people associate Nigeria with an email that they have received from Colonel Mbongo, who happens to be held in a prison, but is related to a prince who happens to be able to access a $47 million fund in the People's Bank of Handy Spanknecks. And if you could send him $50,000, that will be the access fee so that he can access this money and split it with you. Otherwise known as the advance fee frauds or the 419 frauds, as a consequence of it being the relevant code of relevant provision of the Nigerian Penal Code. But surely that's giving Nigeria and Nigerians a bit of an unfair press. Surely there's more to Nigeria than trying to scam people out of their dosh and being home to lots and lots of people. Well, over 500 indigenous languages are spoken in Nigeria. English is the official language, but people speak Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, Fulfulde, Ibibio, Kanuri, and Tiv, along with Nigerian, Hausa, and Bura Sign languages. There are more than 250 ethnic groups found in Nigeria. The largest of these groups are the Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, and Igbo. Lagos is Nigeria's largest city, but it isn't actually its capital. Abuja replaced Lagos as the capital of Nigeria in December 1991. 14 million people live in Lagos. Nigeria is the largest producer of oil and gas in Africa. And during the 70s, Nigeria's oil profit was highest, making it the wealthiest country in Africa. You can only find the Anambra waxbill bird in southern Nigeria. It's a species of estrildid finch. Nigeria is one of the world's largest diversity of butterflies. It's home to Africa's oldest dye pit, DYE, which was founded in 1498. The Kofar Mata dye pits in Kano, Nigeria, are the oldest and the last dye pit in Africa. A Nigerian was the first African to receive a Nobel Prize for Literature. Wole Soyinka, a Nigerian playwright and political activist, was the first African to receive a Nobel Prize for Literature in 1986. Nollywood, or the Nigerian movie industry, produces 200 movies each week, or 10,000 movies each year. Some of the highest-grossing Nollywood movies that you might want to venture along to see are Omo Ghetto, The Saga, The Wedding Party 1 and 2, Chief Daddy, Sugar Rush, and King of Boys. It's customary in Nigeria not to look directly into someone's eyes, as that's considered an aggressive posture, and especially so if a younger person faces a much older person or their superior. So there are a few facts about Nigeria. I'm sure Harry's wife knows all about them as a consequence of her being 43% Nigerian, as she's recently told us. But what about the Nigerians? How do they feel about the fact that Harry's wife is aligning with them? That she is one of them almost. Are they pleased about it? Perhaps there's some dancing in the streets akin to when Nelson Mandela was freed from prison. Are the Nigerians, as we speak, as one, jumping up and down, dancing in the streets, shimmy-shammying around, toasting a few beers, and calling out, "Praise be," or the relevant equivalent, "Harry's wife is one of us," or 43% one of us? Well, we can turn to Nigerian Twitter, which has shared with us some of its immediate observations about Harry's wife. Courtesy of the Reddit thread, St. Meghan Markle, or as I would call it, of course, St. Harry's wife, we've had a Nigerian Twitter react, and naturally, it's going to be full of overflowing praise for the Nigerian. Luxury Wheels NG says 57% higher than 43%, she no follow. 7 even, we really don't give a toss. The IRIC are, okay, next. Gisela Stacey, okay, and we as Africans are supposed to celebrate, we still have a long way to go. Sul Generis, no, not today. Simply Nana, what a lie. Toma, LOL, what's the meaning of this nonsense? Babyboy.bit, as a Nigerian, this should mean nothing to you. Mandakioski Mashigo, Nigerians better not see this. Essential Boyfriend, but how? HG Love, it's not me by the way, obviously one of my fans. HG Love, we don't claim her, bye. Ty Vanuja, the purpose of the reveal? R, where? Not you. Well, I guess she is also banned from the UAE. Jim the Jasper, Harry got scammed. Thierry Nian, 43%, how does that work? How did they calculate the 3% on the 40? Corrupt, everybody wants to be a Nigerian until it's time to be a Nigerian. Juju Girl, we don't care about this reveal. Right now in Lagos there is a fuel scarcity for an oil-producing country. Somebody there with better priorities than the dross that Harry's wife spouts. Africa Facts Zone. The average black American is 40%. And of course Harry's wife isn't the average black American. Sincerely writes, sigh. Ola, LMAOO, which one be this? Ola Watini, really? Big solid. Now she has to register for the Nigerian Virulence Department. After that, she'll be 60% Nigerian. Irene, nobody cares. Deji, I love her, but what are you going to do for us now? Miss Wando, Harry's wife wants to profit off your African emotions the way she did with black Americans. I'm waiting for that day she'll call out Prince Harry for presiding over our African parks. 20+ million hectares of African land is being grabbed. She's an African now. She must do it. Of course she is, comments hostess with the mostess. Theola, shut it, Shanice. Reveals, everybody want to be black now. It's not me, we do not care. Mr. Balaji, we reject her application. Michelle Ojaki, Olua, Meghan, Markle Chikuwu. Daniel, first of its kind, what happened to the 57%? Or, pardon me, I mean 7%. Neki, bruh, who gives a shit? What's this supposed to do exactly? LMAO. Danny Radio, Harry got scammed. Manziro Roni, okay, but how did she arrive at that percentage? So, quite a decent selection of observations there from Nigerians on Twitter, and of course, everybody there welcoming her with open arms. Oh, except they're not. So, I'd be rather interested to know, given the fact that every single person that has commented there, and many of them, by virtue of their name and also the pictures that you can see, are black people. So, are they being racist when they reject her application? Are they being racist when they say they simply don't care? Are they being racist when they basically take the piss out of her? One wonders how the Sussex squad and Mr. Boozy would react to those. Are they going to pounce on these people and denounce them for criticising the Empress of Woke? Or are they just going to stay silent? After all, shouldn't they be running to her defence? Somebody has criticised her, poured scorn on her declaration of what she is. It's interesting, of course, the number of individuals that actually truly support her is very small indeed. We know that a majority of them are bots, and it can be seen. For instance, as mentioned previously, the Variety magazine video has got over 21,000 dislikes on it, and only a couple of thousand, if that, likes. Where are all her supporters? They simply don't exist. They never truly did. It's just people who had a vested interest in her, and now, as more and more people watch the shit show unfolding and that downward spiral speeding up, they're deserting her in droves, including the very people that she's trying to cozy up to now. It's not going very well for Harry's wife, is it? I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.